Dads, Lads and Kebabs. Sponsored by Ghostalware. And now, it's Dads, Lads and Kebabs.
Welcome to episode number 22 of Dads, Lads and Kebabs. Good morning, good evening. How are you doing, everybody? Miki, how are you doing?
22.
22.
What's this, like the Christmas episode?
This is. Actually,
Who knows?
Come to think about that, there's going to be lots of things that we're going to be discussing today. So I'm going to list a few things off. We're going to be talking a couple of things. We're going to be talking about Halloween. We're going to be talking about Christmas. We're going to be talking about shopping. We're going to be talking about the food. We are going to be talking about man shopping at Christmas.
Right.
Is that a cigar or is it a dick? What is that?
Look, I've just left the gym, all right. My routine is leave gym, go Tesco, get 2 New York sausages and a cheeky Costa. And because I've just left the gym, I've come here, I'm going to eat during the show, if that's all right.
Is that your first coffee for the day?
It is, yeah. I get up, brush teeth, have a wash, straight to the gym, no drink, nothing. So, yeah.
I like it, my friend. I like it. So, yes. So, obviously, we're going to skip all the introductions today about what we've both been up to, about going to the gym and about, feeling blue. But anyway, just as a quick one, obviously, last episode, you were feeling a bit shit. How are you feeling today? Still shit.
I'm good. Thank you.
Good. It's because you're eating your sausage. That's what it is. You're sucking sausage.
I don't suck a bite.
Do you know that noise is so just disgusting? Literally, it sounds.
Some people get off on that, don't they?
That noise. That's just the
ASMR, isn't it? Is that what people eat? Crisps and very crunchy food, and people sit there wanking over it, don't they? They do. That's a thing. Like a couple of years ago, that started. People started, or YouTubers started doing ASMR videos.
Because people like the noise of other people eating?
Because it's like, I don't know, sensual. It's everything's quiet, and it's all you hear is the crunch and the.
Oh yeah, people like that as well, don't they?
It's a massive thing.
People like to hear me whisper. Yes. Talk dirty, you slut.
Put your hand here. Touch my neck.
Exactly. It's about the way you articulate your words. That's sexy to some. That's weird as shit. That is weird. Why do people like that?
I'd never have a wank over someone talking. That's just strange.
Or eating for that matter.
Or eating crisps. Oh, get me Pringles out. Oh! That's not happening.
Have you ever,
how do people do that?
Do you ever get to the point where you realise that sex is just not enough for some people? Like, they've got to go weird. Like foot fetish. I never got a foot fetish. People are publicly claiming about their foot fetish now. Like, they're proper out there about they like feet.
I'm thinking of starting my OnlyFans account with just my feet. There's got to be some weirdos out there that like feet, that like men feet. You got tattooed feet. You might be even better.
There's a market for that.
There probably is. Little toes wiggling.
Oh, do you know what I've seen years ago, and I never got it out. I never got it out of my head. Is that some people like to be stood on? Like,
what do you mean?
Some people, like women in high heels, men like to be stood on.
What, on their ball bag? Oh,
yeah, all that shit. Yeah, like to be.
No.
No, that's a no go. Definite no go. I mean, if you're into that, guys, and you're listening, like seriously, please reach out to us because we want to know why.
On the show.
You're coming on. You are definitely full in ASMR mode today. You're making these creaky noises, and I can just hear you chomping on your sausage, mate.
I am moving away from the microphone. I need
still hear it. You can still hear it. Oh, it's gone red again now. No, I'm joking. Yeah, just because I know it winds you up.
toss bag.
The tosser. So today we're going to be talking about, for one, oh God, what's he doing now? We're going to be, look at him. Now we just got to stand there and watch him. I'm so glad that people that listen to this rather than watch these videos, because do you know what? There is no formulation to the videos. There's no editing in terms of what we get rid of. You know, it's literally just, it's raw. It's definitely raw. But that's how people seem to like it. Anyway, so we're going to be talking about the changing of the year. It's coming towards winter. It's getting colder. The nights are getting darker. And obviously, the big C, big Christmas is coming. It's approaching quicker than we know it. And I don't know how everyone feels about Christmas. I personally love it. I mean, I love Christmas. Oh my God. Seriously, this is it.
No more. I'll eat that
No,
later.
yeah.
Sorry me.
So we're going to talk about Christmas, Mickey. That's what we're going to talk about. We're going to talk about Halloween as well, because obviously it's Mickey's one night of the year where he comes out. Do you know who invented Halloween?
Yeah, Irish people.
The Irish, Ina Hauna.
Yeah.
Is it Ina Hauna?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, there is there's a well in Ireland somewhere near Belfast, I believe.
Yeah, Belfast. Oh.
That is where there's like a hole in the ground that goes down, and that's where this evil Halloween witch.
The one night of the year will
Yeah.
all the dead rise and come and fuck with the living.
Or that.
Going round from house to house, eating sweets. Yeah. So Halloween, Mickey, that's your night to shine. Obviously, that is. Well, we're talking like a few weeks away from Halloween now.
Right. So, just to be weird and confuse everybody, this episode we're recording and you're listening to now should be out on the 8th of November.
Oh, so we're past Halloween. We're past it.
Yeah, well, it was good, wasn't it? Did you have
awesome.
a good Halloween? It's amazing.
Awesome, mate. Awesome. Well, anyway, listen. People are going to listen to these episodes when they listen to them.
But, sorry, just to interrupt you, we will be doing extra episodes for special occasions. Halloween, Christmas. We might even do a few a week at Christmas time because there's lots to talk about. We may even do half-hour shows, little mini ones.
And we're definitely going to be doing another little special soon. We're going to be definitely doing another little special following on the one we did with Nick. We are going to be doing at least 2 or 3 more specials before Christmas, where we get together and we just do something random.
I'm still waiting for you to invite me out so we can go film one somewhere.
Yes, we will. Don't worry, it's coming. Once I've had a haircut, man. I need a haircut.
It needs to be let out to play first. It's got rights and misses.
Oh, I ain't got to ask good shit. I'm the man in this beast.
No, she's behind you. What?
Just hear her get on the head. But yeah, so, Mickey, give me your thoughts on Christmas. Give me your thoughts. Do you like it?
It's a pre-Christmas episode. Yes, I do. Christmas is my favourite time of the year. Everything about Christmas is amazing.
What do you get up to? What do you do? Because I know you work, obviously, in between. But what do you do? How do you run Christmas in your household?
What, the daytime?
Yeah, any of it.
Decorations normally go up at the end of November.
Are you an early guy?
So the weekend before. Well, I only have my boys every other week, so whichever weekend that falls on. I'm not doing it on the 7th of December. So it's normally around like the last few days of November.
How much do you put out? How much do you get out in terms of decorations? Like, do you...
Less than I used to. We have, obviously, the tree. And then we have set decorations that I've had for probably 20 years now that go on the ceiling. And then tilt around all the photos.
No, yeah. They're not the ones that break up, are they? Like the ones...
They've got sellotape round them now.
Oh, no. Can you even still buy those tacky Christmas decorations that used to be in your nan's front room that used to just split from corner to corner?
I think you can get them in like Poundland, B&M, places like that. They're the good ones though, Wilkinson's.
The tacky Christmas.
Yeah, you got to have the tints around all the pictures, and I have lots of family pictures all over my house.
Mm-hmm.
So there's
Me too.
lots of tinsel.
Do you drink at Christmas? Do you have a drink?
Christmas Day normally. Oh, which is my Boxing Day, so that's my
Oh
Christmas
yeah,
Day.
that's your Christmas Day, isn't it? Because you're normally working Christmas Day.
Well, we have my wife's Latvian, so we have Latvian Christmas on the 24th. But I have like a couple of ciders maybe because then I'm normally working all
Couple of
day
ciders.
work. So yeah, and then Christmas Boxing Day, I have a drink. Yeah.
Do you remember our Christmas parties? Obviously, when we worked together, do you remember
No, don't remember any of it.
the occasions when we'd get together and you'd get incredibly drunk? I mean, we've discussed this before, but staff Christmas parties, man, that's a big thing for some people, and that's like the build up all year round of what are you going to do? Because obviously, it's been a couple of years since anyone's had a Christmas party.
Mm.
You know,
Yeah,
Christmas party.
I think what people do now, instead of having a work one, they have select few staff from work that they like, and you all organise it yourself and go out after
Yeah.
work, and like leave the people you don't like at work. Don't tell them.
No, but it's always good. It's always good. Do you know what I've seen, especially at our Christmas parties? There's always somebody that's married that ends up, snogging someone else on the dance floor or round the back of set hotels that we've been to. But yeah, no, Christmas parties they're always a good one, aren't they? People always make a tit of themselves at the Christmas party as well. I know it's that one night of the year where you can have a night off, but I mean, the company that we worked for, let's say. Do you remember that year when we got an email about you are still representing the company? Do not get too drunk. Yeah, they were they were the best times.
Yeah, but yeah, it's good. They were good because we haven't been on one for a long time.
No,
But yeah, I think that's the last Christmas work do I went on was 2018. Must be
17, 2017, 18, one of the two.
18. Because this will be my third Christmas at my new place coming up now.
Hmm.
So 21, 18, yeah, 17 then.
Did you ever do Secret Santa? Did you do Secret Santa at work?
I did at my old place, and
It's just shit.
we've sort of done it once at my new place. I think I'm not sure.
Hmm.
People always say, "Yeah, well, I'll do it," but then they don't go out and buy the present, and no one replies to messages, so nothing ever gets organised, and it's like, okay, that was crap because people don't follow through with it.
No, they don't. But they're the worst times, I think, when people just are Scrooges, man, and they don't get involved in it. Like,
Yeah.
I remember as a kid, like, I had, like, a couple of friends, like, and their family didn't celebrate Christmas. And I used to be like, I used to feel bad for them. Like,
What were they? Were they like religious or something? Is that what it was?
yeah, like, religious, but then at the same time, the whole hype of Christmas, they'd just been joining in with it, but yet they wouldn't celebrate it. And I just feel like, oh my God, it must be shit for you. But then obviously they celebrate other times of the year and we don't.
Yeah, they have other festivals and days to celebrate. Yeah.
What's your best memory as a kid, like for Christmas? What was your dream present that you wanted? Everyone's got that.
I have that in my head. So, it was 1993. You weren't even born, probably.
I was born. I was one.
Oh wow, this is weird. Anyway, I remember I'd just gone to my upper school, Western Fable, which is a shithole now. Just let everybody know. It was good when I was there. Undercover police there now, apparently, because it's that bad. Fucking dirty bastards there. Anyway, forget that. I got at Christmas time. I remember all my friends were talking about, because obviously when you're a teenage boy, what do you want? You want a games console, don't you? You want to play computer games, video games. And all my friends were talking about Super Nintendo. Oh, I'm going to get this, or Mega Drive, you know. And I was surprised Christmas morning when I opened up a Super Nintendo with Mario Kart, the original first Mario Kart, and I didn't stop playing that for probably 15 hours that day. I even got my nan and granddad playing with me. God rest their souls. They were playing, and it's like, oh my god. I didn't stop playing for like days on end, and obviously how old was I? I was 14 then. Yeah, so
That's
that
just a
was
gift that keeps on giving, though.
that that memory. I even remember where I was standing before school in the morning, where I was when after like Christmas and we were back at school, telling my friends I got a Super Nintendo. I can still see the corridor where I was. We turn up in the morning, go in the corridors of the different blocks. I think it's the art block, and there was a radiator there. We all used to stand on it and hold the radiator while we were waiting for classes to start and that.
To
I remember that.
commence.
I remember that. It's probably the best Christmas moment I've ever had. Maybe
Did you ever
because it was.
snoop? Did you ever go snooping?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I never found anything. I'll be honest with you. I snooped a lot. I used to find other people's stuff, but never my own.
I did. I used to. They probably hid it in your bedroom. You wouldn't even bother to look there, would you? That's quite clever.
Yeah, that's a good one, actually. It's a good one. Do you know what? As becoming obviously from being young myself to now being a dad, like I get the feeling now of what my mum used to feel when she used to give us our presents, because I can't keep a secret. It's the same with presents. I'm like, if I buy something, I just want to give it them. I just want to give it them. But like, my present from when I was a kid was definitely either two. It was definitely my mum got me my first skateboard. That for me was like a big deal.
Yeah.
Everyone had skateboards, and I was probably the last one in the line to get one. Like, and I'm not talking like those crappy £5 skateboards with a wood bit on the back. I'm talking my first ever decent skateboard. My mum got me it. She got me my skateboard. She got me some skate shoes. We're talking the early 2000s,
Yeah.
and that was it, man. My life was complete at that point.
I was at work then.
Again, like you, I don't think I literally anywhere I could go on my skateboard, I was going. I was taking it everywhere.
Well,
I used to go,
you have mentioned in the past other episodes that your mum used to when you go places on holiday, you'd get dropped off at certain places and on your skateboard, and then you stay there all day, and then you get picked up
yeah,
later. Yeah.
yeah. Literally, I would would go on holiday, especially like seaside towns and stuff, and like I'd say, right, I need to find the local skate park. My mum would drop me off, and then that was it. Me for the day. I'd be like, right, come pick me up later.
So was Christmas time when that obsession was born?
I
This
no,
g- When you first got it, or did you were
no,
waiting?
it was
You
before then. It
want
was
a
back in the
skateboard?
day. Do you remember the TV channel Extreme Sports
No.
on Sky? Right, so Extreme
Yeah,
Sports used to be
you've mentioned
pretty.
it before, yeah, but
It
I've
pretty
I
much
don't
used
know.
to show like surfing, skateboarding, snowboarding, whatever, all day long.
Yeah, yeah.
Anyway, I used to literally sit and just watch that for hours, watch skate videos for hours, and I was in awe of it. And
Yeah.
to be fair, it was my older brother's mates. They all skateboarded, so when I used to watch them, I'd be like, "Oh my god, this is amazing! This is it. This is what I want to do."
Yeah.
I was never into games consoles, although I had them. Like I was always into basically hurting myself. Just basically, oh god, I had a different injury all the time. I've had broken arms and everything from skateboarding, but it was for me. It was that one thing for me to escape was the fact that I was like,
Yeah.
right, this is for me. So yeah, Christmas time, when I got our first skateboard and my first set of skate shoes, it was a big deal for me. Baggy trousers and stuff, and then yeah, and then also then my electric guitar, man. My mum got me my electric guitar for Christmas.
Oh yeah, because you were in a band, weren't you?
Used to dabble.
Do we
Used to
do, do we have any videos of you in the band? I'm sure you have a video.
pretty sure I do somewhere. I've got
Can
some
you
evidence.
can you send that to me for a future episode?
Yes, yeah, I will.
Because I think that would be interesting because it's something about our past that
Yeah. Oh my god, that's
you had long hair, didn't you? Like
I had literally like shoulder length down here. I had like a blonde. They used to call it a devil's lock.
yeah,
So yeah, I was how do you call it back in the day? It was an emo.
fringe.
It was an emo.
Emos, I remember them.
Emos.
Yeah.
So yeah, My Chemical Romance and all that sort of jazz.
Yeah.
And screamo music. Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, I
Pretty
never used
much.
to
But
like
yeah,
that.
Christmas, yeah. But back to Christmas, man. Like now I can see the thing now with like, but do you not feel like Christmas is getting so much more expensive? I mean, it was expensive for our parents, but now, like, kids want like £1,000 iPhones and like £200 trainers, and things haven't changed. Things have just cost more.
Yeah. Yeah, my daughter quite often asks for trainers for her birthday and
Mm.
Christmas. So Christmas time, it's like she'll send you a picture, like she's seen her friends with, or some celebrity with these Adidas. Normally Adidas all the time, trainers on. Although it's now recently gone to Nike Air Force Ones. Apparently that's the thing.
That's the new thing, yeah.
Just the plain white ones. Anyway, and yeah, so getting trainers for her. This, I mean, you have to shop around for everything, really.
Mm.
And if my kids want a phone, I normally get one off eBay, a second-hand good, like from a shop. But
Mm.
I'm not paying £700 for a phone. You can have one for like £150 that I can get on eBay that is like mint condition, the same phone. Because that's you know, I think if you get a phone, you've got to have a contract because you get it for free. You can't afford. It's like iPhones nowadays are like £1,000 if you want
Yeah,
to
that's what
buy
I'm
it.
saying.
If you
You
want to
want to buy
buy
an
them,
iPhone, and obviously the latest one, like, I mean, they're like £1,200 just to buy, you know. And
yeah,
kids want the latest stuff. They don't want. They're not like us where they can deal with. I can deal with having it, although I've got a brand new iPhone, but I can deal. Before this one, you know, I was still repping an iPhone 6, so
wow.
you know, I can go. I can go pretty old. I'm not bothered as long as it works. It works for me.
I
But
know number
again,
13's out next month, isn't it? Well, November now. It's already been out for 2 months. The iPhone
exactly,
13.
you can't
So
keep up. It's like these. Oh, do you know what my pet hate at the moment? It's these scooters. These
what?
scooters, man. The
What
electric scooters.
the Voy ones?
Well, no, I'm talking the ones,
Oh,
the Voy ones, or the ones that kids are buying. Like, I think a kid doing 30 miles an hour on a scooter is just accident waiting to happen.
I think they're pretty cool to be fair, but
Have you been on one? Have you rented one?
no, my son has somehow. A 14
Yeah.
year old. Yeah. He's got an account, although he hasn't got a driving license. Because apparently you need a provisional license to have an account, but who knows, eh? I think they're pretty good. Like before, I'd have to go drop my car off to get serviced. I'd either have to walk to town or walk home. It's a long way. It's like a 2 hour walk. Get the bus, which I'm not doing.
No
I'm not
boss
paying.
wank for this.
I'm not paying for a taxi. They can fuck off. So it's either trying to find family or friends to pick me up. But
Or scooter.
now you can just get a scooter because they're everywhere. Industrial estates, shopping centres, like housing estates. They're just there waiting,
Are you waiting
flashing
for that?
green.
Are you waiting for
Yeah.
that day where you've got to get on a scooter to get home?
I think they're quality because obviously the Boris bikes failed, didn't they? They didn't go down very well. Although I think some places they still have them, didn't they?
I think the ones in Northampton just ended up in canals, basically.
Yeah. Which is,
To be fair, all the places where they normally are, the stations, they're all empty now. They're gone.
yeah. There used to be one outside B&M at Western Fable. Never seen a bike there for years.
I don't even think they put bikes in there in the first place. They were like, oh, we don't trust these fuckers.
Cause, yeah, but I don't know. I personally think the scooter's a good idea. Obviously, there is accidents. But then again, kids shouldn't be on them in the first place.
No, but then
Because
parents
they
are
shouldn't be
buying them,
able.
though, aren't they?
Oh, yeah,
Parents are
the
buying
other
them.
ones. Yeah,
I was watching a video the other day, and like this kid basically bought a standard one, and he fitted it with like a bigger battery,
Fair play.
and he were getting up to like 45 miles an hour on a straight. And I'm thinking, listen,
Wow.
the thing is with those wheels is all it does is takes you to go over a stone or something, and that is it. You're flying.
Yeah, but look at it this way. It's their problem, Niall. It's
I
not
know,
yours.
but I know
It's not
that.
your kid. As long as they're not hitting my car or running into me, I couldn't give a fuck if they hurt themselves. It's their problem. You get on it, you take the risk.
Well, that's
I'm
true.
sorry.
That's true.
I'm heartless, but I don't care.
Anyway, back to the matter in hand, Christmas. So, Christmas.
Where's Christmas? Let's bring it back. Come on.
Bring it back. Just bring it back.
Fucking hell.
Just bring it back down. Yeah, Christmas is I love Christmas, but for me, it's the build up for Christmas. I'm talking, it's the films, the food, the cold nights in. You know, I'm all about that. That's for me now. I think as I get older, that is what I want. I just want to relax and stick on a Christmas film and have some good food, some good company, and I'm good.
When you were young, did your mum ever tell you that when you're older, presents, you won't care about presents? And you're like, yeah, whatever. Did she ever say that?
No, but what she did teach me was the fact that there was always something else I wanted. I was really, I'll admit, I was really difficult to please at Christmas because I always wanted, like, I never knew exactly what I wanted. I think for me, when I'm given choice too much, I'm a bit like, oh, I don't know what I want.
You
So
can't
then
pick,
I'd pick something off impulse, but I wasn't really sure if I wanted it or not. So like I said, like my skateboard, I got that and I had it, and you know, I kept getting new skateboards all the time because obviously I'd snap them and all sorts of stuff. But for me, it was like the big build up of Christmas. I never knew exactly what I wanted, and I never knew why. Like I was stubborn, I suppose. But then as I got older and I realised I can buy everything I wanted, even now, the option's there for me to go out and buy all the things I want, but I still don't do it.
Yeah.
I don't allow myself to do it. I always prioritise other things over myself. And so I'm a giving person. It's not about me. It's up to me. It's up to me.
Yeah, well, anyway, what I was saying, I always thought, yeah, mum, presents, like when you're a kid, presents, you love presents. But I think I must have been in my early 20s when I thought, I think maybe when I remember one time I was still living at my mum and dad's, and at the time I was working, and I was on like good money, I think like £400 a week at that point, and I was like early 20s, living at my mum and dad's, so I had shitloads of money. I remember going at Western Fable and buying my mum and dad their first DVD player in Tesco. It was like 180 quid, I think it was. And I was so excited for them to open that the next day. I think I bought it just before Christmas. And I bought them the Green Mile film to go with it. I think that point in my life is when I changed from I want presents to
I want to give presents.
Happy seeing the look on people's faces. And I remember I was so fucking excited. I was like, open it, like on Christmas morning, and my mum and dad opening it, and yeah, it's just so nice.
That's such a better feeling,
watch.
I think. Yeah, it's such a better feeling, especially when, because obviously when you go out, but I mean, obviously a DVD player back in the day when it was expensive. I mean, thinking about the time when Green Mile came out, that is like early 2000s.
Yeah, it must have been, yeah.
So,
yeah,
for you to go out and spend that kind of money and give it to them, you know, the build up for it is, like I said, for me, that is it. The build up of giving something to somebody is so greater than, you know, receiving. I think anyway, definitely, 100%. I remember a few Christmases ago, like we, me and my brothers and sister, we all chipped in, and we bought, obviously, because we've started doing Secret Santa in our family now, because obviously it's all like the kids now and the grandkids and whatever. Whereas now, years ago, we used to basically we used to all spend hundreds on each other, and obviously none of us knew what to get my mum a few years ago, so we all chipped in, and we sent my mum and her partner. We sent them to Rome.
I remember.
Yeah, and
you told me about that.
That for me, that was like, again, that was the biggest thing ever, because we did something for them. It was quite extravagant, but like the way we introduced it, like we made a video and everything for her.
Yeah.
So we made like a little video, and
I think I remember. Yeah, I was working with you at the time. Yeah.
Yeah, and it was nice. It was nice because it was like it was giving them something. It was basically just giving back to my mum for all that they'd done for us growing up, and obviously all the things that we wanted. My mum, obviously, you know, she catered for us. She got us everything we ever wanted. So that for us was that was probably my highlight of giving presents.
I think it's difficult with parents because you just take them for granted, don't you?
Mm.
And I think, especially nowadays, you don't. Well, I feel that I don't. I wouldn't say show enough love to my parents. I mean, a few years ago I was quite bad. I would hardly ever go see them, and they only live 5 minutes away. I wouldn't go and see them that much. Not because I didn't want to. I just couldn't be bothered. I was busy. Didn't you know? And I never used to hug them or anything when I did see them.
Mm.
And then I think my wife said something to me. She's like, because whenever she'd go around there, she'd give them a kiss and cuddle and all that. And then I thought it was awkward, like to start this.
Again, start like that.
I haven't hugged you for like 15 years, but nice to see you, sort of thing, But now it's always a hug whenever I see him. I go around there maybe 4 or 5 times a month. I go and get Costa, and I'll just bring Costa around for them. I think people they take their parents for granted. I remember one time my mum and dad helped us out for something. They paid for something. We had a bill that we couldn't pay, and I remember sending them a message saying, "Like, I really appreciate what you've done. Really love you guys. I know I don't show it very much, but it is in there. It's just sometimes it's difficult to like say."
Yeah.
Yeah, and I don't know. I think you, as long as you realise that, and you can. Obviously, we all take people for granted sometimes, where we don't show enough emotion to them when we should.
Mm.
But I just think time,
time does go by really quickly, and the thing is, I think
it got a bit deep, didn't it? Fucking hell.
Yeah, but it's fine. It's all right. We work with that on here. We roll with emotions on here. But I think people don't realise, how much time like anyone's got left, and
no, we don't.
Parents, like we don't realise that they mean everything to us. And yes, we know our life goes on, but you've got to think, right? Their life revolved around us for so long.
Yeah.
And now they've got this whole space of freedom, as it were. I don't think they want it as much as we think we do. The thing is, we're not in that stage at the moment. Can you, what's going to happen with all your kids in a few years' time when they're busy living their life and you're just like,
yeah,
I just want my kids around. Yeah, I just want my kids around again, messing around and
I
causing trouble. And yeah,
even to come round to say hello for 5 minutes would be amazing.
Mm.
But yeah,
and that's the thing. We're not in that stage yet. And I think if anyone's listening, you are in that stage where your kids have moved out or whatever, and you just think, because you're never going to stop worrying as a parent. I mean, God, I'm only in a young stage, and I always think about how fast my daughter is growing. She's not, even now, she's not at that stage where she wants to be picked up and be cuddled all the time. She's independent now. She wants to do her own thing. And
oh, wow.
You just think, it goes away so quick. Yeah, you've got to grab every opportunity. And I get that with like parents as well, is the fact that parents do want to see you. They don't want to be left alone, have peace all the time, or be retired and just spend their days in garden centres and shit. They want to see their kids. I mean, we went for dinner at my mum's house recently, like everybody, and like literally I walked straight in and I was like, "Mum, what's for dinner?" Like, just being like that is, we are still living our own lives, but we've got to remember where we come from.
Yeah, I definitely think your mum appreciated that as well, everyone being around there.
Mm.
Yeah. Nice to have all the gang back together.
Yeah, that's how it is. And do you know what? I'll be honest with you. It's chaos. It's absolutely chaos when everyone's together, because there's no room for it. There's not enough room for everyone and their partners and the kids, and there's no places to sit. So we're all going eating on our laps and stuff. Yeah, on the floor. But that's what it's about, though, isn't it?
Yeah, but they're the times you remember. They're the memories that you make.
Mm.
That you're going to be thinking, "Oh, that was awesome that day. I wish I could have that again."
Do you know what? There was talking about Christmas as well, and obviously there was a TV advert a few years ago. Do you remember the German TV advert? where there was an old man and he invited everyone for Christmas. And they all said, "Oh no, I can't make it, can't." And he sent invites to everyone saying, "Look, can you come around for Christmas dinner?" He was their dad basically,
Yeah.
and he sent an invite to all his children. It was like, "Can you come around for Christmas dinner?" And everyone was like, "Oh, I'm busy. I'm doing this. Can't make it." So then a week later, he sent another invite, basically to his funeral to say that he passed away.
Yeah, and they all turned up, didn't they?
Yeah, they all turned up, and I was just thinking that episode that stuck with me because
And then he popped out the room, didn't he?
yeah,
Hello.
but that stuck with me because is that what it takes? Because there's it's guaranteed that there'll be more people at your funeral than they would be if you know at your birthday party, example.
Your celebration, yeah.
Mm.
Yeah,
And
it's not
that's
nice.
it's a shit one to swallow really because the thing is everyone is living their own life. We get that, but you should never forget where you come from, and you should never get for the people that you know that actually do matter to you. They do want to hear from you.
Yeah.
And it's nice just that, you know, that to think that someone does want to spend time with you. We think that we don't, and we get so caught up in our own lives and bills and work and general day life. And then before you know it, like a month's gone by, and you think, I haven't seen my family in a month or 2 months. I mean, lockdown definitely gave that perspective for everybody. You know, everyone was stuck at home, not seeing their family and stuff. And I'm sure there's still people that haven't seen family, you know, face to face in like a year. And you just think, that's crazy.
There's no excuse for that. They can go out now.
Mm.
So
there's no excuse.
There's no excuse. It's been since July in England where you can go see your family. So I'm not. Yeah, I know what you mean though. I think the lockdown definitely made people appreciate family when every day you're video calling them, FaceTiming them, having a chat because you can't go see them, and you think, oh, I want to go see them.
Do you know what? I think
it helped.
The whole
In a way, it's
video chat helped big time. I think, especially for children as well, because having that access to FaceTime a family member was an escape for a few minutes just to talk to somebody else and see somebody else and see somebody else's house and you know, because it was like stuck in four walls, weren't it? And I think that interaction for kids must have been so missed.
Yeah, but it's good for me because I couldn't see my boys, so I was video calling them. So that was
again for you, like, you know, a video call like once a day or once every other day, that must have meant something to you. The fact that you could still do it.
Yeah, I used to screen record the phone call, like the FaceTime, just so that I'd have some video, and then I'd screenshot pictures on the sly. Other times while I was talking to them and that, yeah. Well, you know, then my kids are allowed, so
yeah,
you know, because obviously I missed them, so.
But no, I think what we're saying is that definitely make time for your family because you don't know how much time you got left, and it doesn't take Christmas or birthdays to make it important to see that person.
No, it shouldn't be anyway.
No.
But
again, yeah, like, I mean, again, like you said, like, you know, there's been times, like, especially when I was younger, I used to, like, my young years when I was stupid with money and stuff, I'd borrow money off my mum, and do you know what? I'd be like, I mean, I was only, you know, young. I was like 18, 19, but even now, I couldn't dream of asking my mum to borrow money because I don't know what it'd be like in that situation. I don't know if I could do it. I'd rather just not say anything. I'm grateful for everyone that's helped us out because, again, being a young family, you don't always get it right. You're not always going to be in the situation where you think, oh, that's the right thing to do. Or have you got enough?
Yeah, it is difficult. It's difficult anytime, not just when you first start out and if you're a young family. You could be old and you can go through problems and situations that are needed, you know.
But then sometimes I think our parents want to be needed though as well.
Yeah, I think they like it. They can feel like a parent again, rather than, I suppose, maybe than a friend. Maybe your parents are friends when you are a grown up as well, rather than.
I'm sorry, but I'm gonna get this next part off my chest, and only because I want to say it is because obviously we're talking about the nice part now, about actually not giving our parents enough attention that they deserve and all that sort of stuff. I'm gonna turn it on its table. I hate people that absolutely rinse their parents. I'm talking, I'm talking these people that have children and then think their parents have to give up their lives to be their constant babysitter.
Oh yeah.
I think I hate it.
But when they're up,
Like,
the kids are older and they still can't do nothing for themselves. You mean?
no, I'm talking about people that have like kids. Like some because what some parents are doing now is they're not sending their kids to nursery. They're making the grandparents have them the whole time while they go back to work.
Oh, okay.
I think that's fucking ludicrous. I think
Seems
there's overusing your parents. Do you know what I mean? They should still have a choice. Like
yeah.
some people expect, their parents to look after their children for them.
Got your own lives to live, haven't they?
Mm.
I mean, we used to use my mum and dad to look after my boys occasionally, and they'd stay over in my old bedroom.
Mm.
But it was only if it was like the last resort, because I didn't want to put them out. Like your mum and dad, don't matter what they're doing. Oh, they're not doing nothing. They just sit home all day. Yeah, but
Yeah.
that's their choice. That's their choice. That's what they want to do. They're happy. They're.
But some people think they have the right to take over their parents' life and go, well, you don't have a life really, so you can have the kids while I go back to work.
Oh,
Or these
yeah,
people that go out constantly and get their parents to watch their kids. I'm like, seriously, you chose to have children. You can't just start living your life again and forget that you have kids because you've got somebody else to look after them. Because
Yeah,
you
no.
realise and that's the thing is, a lot of people realise their parents won't say no.
Yeah,
They
because
won't.
they feel bad. Yeah.
It's the same with money. How many people are still out there in their late 20s, early 30s, still borrowing money off their parents? Like and even though the thing is, because again, our parents won't say no to us. But some people, they rinse their parents. I mean, what age did you move out? When did you probably move out? How old were you?
You've gone weird now.
Come on back.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, so you
We're
hate
good.
people that rinse their parents, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
When
so.
did you move? When did you move out?
I was 23 when I moved out. I had my own deposit, £5,000 for my house. Did all the process myself with my girlfriend at the time, fiance, back in the day. And I was like 22 when I started that process, so I thought that's quite good now. Nowadays, they're like 40s when they're buying a house. Obviously, it's more expensive now. It's a lot more difficult. So I appreciate that. But it's definitely an eye-opener. I mean, I can say I've gone through the process and bought my own house. Gone to solicitors' meetings, gone to, appointments at the bank and
Mortgage advisors and
sorted paperwork out and all that stuff. It's quite involved. I mean, when I have to do it again, it'd be like, oh my God, it's one of them things that I would hate to do because it's hassle.
It's hassle.
I don't. Someone else can do that. I don't want to go to these meetings. I don't want to have to go and find all my paperwork. Go and sort this out. Can you ring them? Can you go do this? So,
Are you looking at buying another house?
possibly, the opportunity might be there. So,
Well,
but then
if
again,
you could live anywhere, would you move out the area that you're in? Would you live somewhere else, or?
well, ideally, we'd try and buy this house that we're in because it's close to everyone's, like my family, my wife's family, shops, the schools, my kids, everything is around this area. And because this place needs a new kitchen, needs a new bathroom, needs new windows, if we could get it cheap, we'd put an extension on the side and have an extra 4 rooms because there's access for that as well. It's a massive kitchen diner area. It's huge. Plus, I'm in the extension at the moment, so yeah, it's a big space and it's all right. If we could get it cheap, then we'd buy this house because the area is not too bad. Touch wood.
Touch wood.
Yeah, I've been here 11 years now. 10 years.
11 years, man.
10 years, yeah. So.
Did you when you grew up? Did you stay in the same family home? I think I've asked you this before.
Yeah. My mum and dad's still there. Yeah.
Wow, that's crazy. That's crazy. So they
41
own
years
that
I've
house.
been there. Oh yeah.
Wow,
Yeah, a long
that's
time
mental.
ago. Yeah, and I'm an only child, so I get everything. Sorry, but it's true. You got to share with 3 other people.
Strip club.
Nah, just bring them round. Yeah. I hate
No,
adulting sometimes.
that's a ball ache though, isn't it? But do you know what? Like the biggest ball ache is the fact that no matter where you're at financially, like I think you're always going to be stretched. You're always going to be like, oh my god, I've got to pay for this. What's one thing you hate paying for?
Um, Council tax.
That's a big one. It's a big one.
It went up like £7 this year.
And what do you
I
do? They
know.
empty your bins. Empty your
Oh,
bins.
that's £7 a month, by the way, not a year. Obviously, £7 nothing over a year, but £7 a month. So fucking hell. I remember when I first moved into this house, it was like £98 a month we had to pay because I pay monthly,
Hmm.
and I think like for 10 months. Now I think I'm paying. I think I'm paying like 136 or something now. I mean, I know that's only Band A because it's a council house, ex-council, on a shit estate. But I mean, you probably pay What's your annual or monthly pay? You mean don't know? Your missus sort that out, yeah. The accountant.
The
Well,
accountant.
well, let's just say you live in a posher area than me in a new house, so you're probably at least Band B. So you're talking 150 a month easy, I'd say.
I do. I deal with the serious finances, the serious numbers. I don't deal with.
Pettiness. That is serious.
It's beneath me. No, do
Do
you
you
know
know?
what it is? Is the fact that honestly, if my missus was gone tomorrow, I wouldn't know who to pay, what to do. I just know we get paid once a month, and there's money in a bank account. And sometimes towards the end, there isn't any money in the bank account.
No.
That's it. That's all I know. If the card declines, it means we're broke. But hopefully, touch wood, we've been all right for a while, so we're good.
Do you think that you're all right because you're not going out?
I mean, it's more family stuff we do now, so we do things as a family. We do this thing now called Extravagant Sunday, where and it's not extravagant. We don't go to Buckingham Palace for tea. I'm talking like we're doing activities on a Sunday now as a family, the three of us,
Yeah.
and we'll go to something like a museum, or we'll go to a farm, or we'll go to like the other week we went to Alton Towers. That was pretty extravagant because that was expensive. But yeah, this week we're going to a museum in Birmingham. We're going to get on the train, go to a museum. My daughter loves that, but I look forward to our family day out on a Sunday.
Is it easier by train or just than car? Because you know where you go and you don't have to park. And
It's
I hate parking. Where the fuck's he gone? Niall has just vanished. People who are listening and watching, it's just me, Mickey. Hello. Hope you're well. Did you know we're on TikTok? Dads Lads Kebabs. Oh, here he comes. He's coming back now, people. He's coming back. Niall is coming back.
That was
Niall
nothing
is
to do with me. That was cut off.
Niall is back again. That's 2 weeks running now. But
It's
anyway,
the adventure, I think, of getting the train. My daughter loves it. You know, the big build up. We go to the station, and
I quite like that. If I haven't got to drive, then I'm happy as Larry.
extra.
Like,
Yeah, and you know, it's
yeah,
nice because we get coffee. We get coffee at the station. Jump on the
it's.
train.
I think it's more the experience.
For her, well, yeah, we love it. We take a
No, no,
backpack with us.
for me, not for her.
No, for me, it's up to me.
Selfish.
It's up to me.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah, yeah. The whole. Oh my god, look at all this. This is a train station. It's massive. Let's go get a drink. Oh, okay. If you're in your car, you just go straight there, and you park in the car park if there is a car park.
It's driving
Yeah.
as well. Do you know what? One thing as well about driving. Everyone told me before I drove, "Oh, you'll get sick of driving. You'll get sick of it." I get in the car now and I hate driving. And do you know what it is? It's because I hate people. I don't like people. I don't like human beings. Certain people are just twats.
Lots of twats, to be fair.
Driving around and they can't drive and they're fucking idiots.
Yeah. I always, if I have a choice and we're going like a long journey, more than an hour, or even an hour, I'll be like, yeah, you can drive. My missus always asks me, who's driving? Well, you are. You can drive. I ain't fucking driving. I drove enough in my life.
We take it in turns.
Yeah, it depends. Like if we're driving to Cornwall or Scotland or something, then I'll do the first 3 hours
Mm.
because I can get up and I'll drive and I'll be fine. But if I drive the second half, I'll be like, let's fucking sleep.
Yeah, I'm that.
I've still got the adrenaline at the beginning, like, oh wow, this is
Yeah.
cool, we're going away, yeah. By the time it's like,
Yeah, no, I'm a get up and drive kind of person.
yeah.
Not in the afternoon, drive back at 4. That's it.
Do you ever find where you want to go somewhere? It doesn't have to be with your missus, like maybe you go with your mates or whatever, and you want to go there, but I don't know. It's hard to explain. Like sometimes it's like I find a place where I want to go and investigate, or just go and have a look around in the daytime, explore whatever. But I have to go on my own, and it's like I don't know that area. I don't know the place. Am I going to be able to find it? So I don't go. It's
That's
like,
that's talking yourself out of something.
I think about it too much.
Yeah, you think about it, and
If
then
all my
exactly it gets in your head, and then all of a sudden you think of the negative aspects, and then you talk yourself out of it.
if all my camera stuff is charged and ready to go, and whatever I'm taking, and then someone says to me, like, Michael, go there now. Oh, okay. And I go, sort of thing. But if I have to think, right, tomorrow morning I'm going to get up at this time, I'm going to do this, and then I'm going to go there, and then I'll find an excuse not to go. Because I'm on
you
my
can.
own.
Yeah.
Like, because I'm on my own, maybe. If I went with someone, I'd be like, oh, yeah. I'll be happy because I'm picking them up, or I'm going with them, they're driving.
You've committed to something then, yeah. You've committed it. But whereas now, because it's yourself and you've got the choice.
It's one of my failures, I think, where I taught myself out of doing things that I want to do. You know,
do you know what? As one of my phobias, as much confident as I think I am sometimes, is public speaking.
Oh, fuck that. Couldn't do that.
Oof.
I've
Do you know
done it
what?
quite often before on ghost hunts and that with strangers, and it's difficult.
Yeah.
Very difficult.
Is I find I can do it. Don't get me wrong, I can do it fine. But I'm like the build up inside of me first. That's why I think I turn it into comedy.
Shits in the morning.
Don't, because I am a worry shitter.
Like, nervous shitter. Yeah, I'm like,
yeah.
You have 5 before 10 o'clock, and so what?
Oh,
how's that still coming out?
Do you know what?
Still
like
shit coming?
bad story for you here to finish on is the fact that and it wasn't a phobia shit, but it was the fact that I went to the gym recently, and in the afternoon that day, I can't remember what I had for lunch, but I had something for lunch that didn't quite agree with me, and I went to the gym, and I was like, I had a nervous fart when I pulled into the car park, and I was like, oh, that just feels a bit warm. That ain't good. That ain't good. So I went into the toilet, and oh my god, what I can only describe as emptying an old radiator fell out my mouth. And I was just like, I was in there for ages. And I was like, I'm at the gym. Why can't I just be at home having a shit? I'm at the gym. And now, like, I've got ring sting, and now I've got to go and work out. Put it this way, I cut that workout short. I was just like, I'm done.
Yeah, it's sort of an off-putting experience, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, I hate shitting in public places. I don't like it.
Oh no.
And don't like using.
Desperate.
I don't like using someone else's toilet either.
Don't you?
Like,
in the house.
Yeah, like
not,
I mean,
not for a shit. No, that's a bit weird.
Yeah,
just gonna go lay a cable, stand a bit.
Like,
yeah, that's a bit bad.
Having a shit in someone's house, I don't know, just doesn't sit right with me. But if I do it quick.
Can I tell you a dirty story?
Tell me a dirty story.
Obviously, we've had the drunk shit experience in my mate's downstairs bathroom, and the boxers went out the window or over the fence. Yeah, I remember one time I used to go around my mate's house, and we used to play football in his living room because his mum and dad are always working, just like softball. Anyway, that's nothing to do with the story, just building the picture. Anyway, I remember needing to go shit, so I went upstairs to his toilet, and I had a poo. And I was using toilet paper, and it just wasn't clearing it up, and there was no wipes there. So oh no, I can't say this. So I used their towels to what? I must have been. I was at middle school, so it would have been under 13, 11, something like that. I used theirs, and they were white. And I turned it inside out and hung it back up.
No, you didn't. No, you
I
didn't.
did.
How long was it before you went back around there?
I don't know, probably the next day. Don't know. There's a few of us around there, so. I know, man. That's horrible, isn't it? That's disgusting.
Have you ever done that? Have you ever not took the blame for something that you've done and just been like, who the fuck did that?
Well, like a dog that farts and then looks at you and it smells its own fart and it looks around. So you dirty human. Yeah. I probably have, but I can't think of anything at this present time.
So I was in. Do you remember House of Fraser in Northampton years ago when it was open?
Probably.
Yeah. So I was in there
town,
anyway. Yeah. I was in there, and I just left the gym, and I was buying. I think it was Christmas time anyway. I was going to buy something. Anyway, I had my boxing gloves on the strap of my back. Anyway, so I'm in there. I'm walking through the sections, and I'm in like the let's say the glassware section. Anyway, I spin round, I turn round, and my boxing gloves knock a vase off. It smashes everywhere. Anyway, so I walked off quick, literally left it, did a loop, come back, and I seen somebody clearing it up. And I could see their look on their face, clearing it up as if to say, who the fuck did this, and walked off.
Did you say, oh my God, that's unfortunate?
No, I literally walked past and I seen the person. And I literally seen them, and I was like, "Oh my God, what happened?" And they were like, "Oh, someone must have knocked it off." And I'm like, "Oh God!"
They look back on CCTV.
But don't, because they probably did. They probably did. But yeah, that's my little story. That's my little story. Anyway, people, episode 22, Dads, Lads, and Kebabs, over and out, done. We've done it. We've smashed it. If you liked any of our content today, give us a like, give us a follow, give us a share. If you want to message us, please message us. We look forward to our next episode 23.
Yeah, I hope everyone enjoyed the build up to Christmas.
There's going to be more Christmas to come. Don't you worry. There's going to be a lot more.
I'm thinking we can do live ones in December as well. Like after we've just been shopping or something, Christmas shopping. I think that's pretty good. Little ones, like I said, little mini ones, half an hour or whatever.
And we've got Christmas.
Cool.
We've got Christmas coffee. Christmas coffee.
Coffee, not cocky.
Coffee. Yeah, we've got to have Christmas coffee this year. We didn't do it last year.
We're going to go to what we could do. We could do an episode where we go to like Costa Starbucks or whatever and order the Christmas drinks, and we can do it there. We can do the podcast from there, which we will do if Niall's allowed out, and then that'd be good. Sorry.
Dickhead.
Yeah, so it's just finding time after Niall finishes work and the gym where we're going to have to find time. Although some Costas and Starbucks are open till like 8 o'clock at night, so it should be good. And we'll have the Christmas decorations, and it's going to be cold. We're going to be in the coats, and it's going to look nice and festive. And that's what you guys want. Yeah. So we'll see you next week. 23 on the way.
Deuces.
Laters, taters.